Freak de la Freak is a Berlin-based collective of DJs, promoters, and producers who share a common passion for electrifying African club music. And with that being said, I have to also add that from what I've seen, I think you guys are one of the best cultural parties organized in the country, at least in Berlin. So congratulations for your work and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for inviting us.
Thank you. Before you start, would you please introduce yourselves individually? Because I know Freak de la Freak is a group of a lot of people,
Yes.
as we just said here, but you are the mentors, right, of the project?
Yeah.
Okay, so please tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah, I'm Aziz, also known as DJ Mr. Wallace. And yeah, together with Ukai, Nomi, I founded Freak de la Freak. Started actually in 2012 and yeah, and since then doing it for years and years. I have Senegalese roots, father from Senegal, and my mom is German.
Yeah, and hi, my name is Ukai and I'm Angolian. I was born in Angola. I was raised in South Africa and in Germany. And yeah, I was also one of the co-founders from Freak de la Freak. And yeah.
And what are the nationalities you have in the group? Is it all African people only or from other parts of the world?
Actually, from all over. I mean, of course, mainly people, mainly Afro-Germans with African roots. So we have Ghana, Nigeria,
Gambia, yeah.
Congo, Angola. Yeah. But also,
Senegal,
for a while, we even had a Turkish DJ who loved Afro beats, but then he had family issues, so he stopped DJing. We have a really good Italian dancer who loves African music, African dance. And yeah, we are really open. As long as you as you celebrate and respect the African culture, you're always welcome.
And you know what to do, yeah, exactly.
Okay. You have a very interesting statement here, which I'm going to read. It says, through music, events, and fashion, we will continuously spread a forward-thinking, unexpected, sometimes provocative, but most of all, positive lifestyle inspired by Africa. Wow. So tell us a little bit more about this brilliant message that you guys want to spread in the world.
Yeah, we grew up with so many prejudices against Africa. You know, it's the poor continent where there's only drums and colorful clothing, and that is, they never associated anything modern or cool with Africa. If it's any black culture, it's always America, you know, and we wanted to show a different
kind of
a different perspective of the continent, because Africa is not only poverty and war and, you know, internal conflicts,
So we wanted to show that for us it was important, especially for the younger generation, to know that Africa is not that what
Africa is warm, is colorful.
Exactly. And Africa is not Africa. Africa is not a country, of course. Africa, you know, is a continent.
It's a continent.
And then every country is different. So we wanted to show that, and I think we as Freak de la Freak, we achieved most, right? You say?
Yeah, there's many Germans who confirmed that they never knew that there was such cool music in Africa, and because of that, they actually traveled then, I don't know, to Ghana or Nigeria, and then they discovered how nice it was over there.
And what kind of different music genre they have, right? Not only Afrobeat, not only Kuduru, not only Dombolo. It's like, and from where this come from, you know?
Yeah.
We try to,
and even, I mean, not only towards Germans or Turkish Arab that we changed a different perspective, but also for many Afro-Germans, because there's many Afro-Germans who don't have contact to their father or to the country of their roots, and even for them, Africa, they were like, I don't know if I should go there, blah blah, is it dangerous, or what should I do there? And through music and our lifestyle, they saw, oh, it's really cool actually. Let me know more about that, and you know, that encouraged them to really go deeper to the African roots.
Okay, that's really nice, guys, because somehow you are kind of promoting the good parts about Africa that young generations don't know about. That's really interesting. Wow. And you said the project exists for 12 years. I mean, since 2012.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we started actually as Afro Heat. That was the first name, and then 2016 we changed to Freak La Freak, but the constellation was always the same, you know.
But why Freak de la Freak? Like, what's the meaning behind that? Is it a French? This is a French word,
Yes,
right?
it's a mix, actually. Yeah, a freak
freak
is
is
the
English.
English word, and la
Freak
freak
is
is the
French.
English. It's a French for Africa. First of all, of course, freak, because we wanted to show like like we explained a little bit the other side of Africa, something that
Fun,
people
something different. Yeah.
don't know,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
people are. Yeah, they're just not expecting, you know. So that's always like a freak, you know, something unexpected, something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And freak la freak, I mean, was a mix up between a French and the English word, because these, of course, are the main. Also, I mean, besides Portuguese, also the main.
The main languages of the
in
continent,
Africa,
yeah.
So it's kind of this mix, you know.
Yeah, to mash up to
Yeah.
the Francophone and English-speaking
yeah.
countries. Wow, well done. You should find a space to put something in Portuguese there.
Yeah.
To have a longer name. Okay. So how do you do? I know you've been at least. Well, from what I saw, you've been to so many cities here in Germany, in Europe. I don't know if you've been to Angola before, to Senegal, or to even different countries in Africa or Asia.
Yes.
You have been. How does it work logistically? Do you have any financial support from sponsors?
Yeah, we have been to many countries in Africa, right? In 2000 and when did we do our
2019.
we did a African tour.
East Africa.
Africa tour, yeah. It was Rwanda, Tanzania,
Madagascar,
Mozambique.
Kenya,
Yeah, we did it with Good Institute.
You told me you've been to Angola before with the project or personally?
No, personally, and also we've been there a lot. We did Freak La Freak twice, right?
in Angola.
It's a small party that we just started. We want to do, of course, more in Angola and Senegal too. We've been there also as Freak La Freak. Last year we were also there.
Gambia, as well, Ghana.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And from all these countries, where do you guys think you had more success, like with your events? Would you pick where you were more embraced, or?
Actually, everywhere we went. I mean, East Africa was really successful. Like in Kenya, they're still writing us when we're coming back, and but everywhere. I mean, that's kind of what we are known for. Once Freak La Freak is on stage, it goes crazy. People will always be entertained. And the nice thing was, of course, that because with our first gigs in Africa, we were like, okay, I mean, it's one thing to be on stage in Germany and show the Germans African music, but I mean, if we go to Africa, like, okay, what should we show them? I mean, they know that already.
It's not new.
But we realized that actually we were able to show them something, because the thing is, we are really Pan-African, and I think that's what also the Afro-German scene is about, because, for example, in Portugal, mainly they're from Angola, from Mozambique, you know, Cape Verde. If you go to England, it's mainly Ghana, Nigeria, you know. But here in Germany, we have like Africans from all over, and this is also why when we have our parties, we have to play music from all over. You can't just stick to one music genre. And this is also, of course, what we did then when we played in Africa. So when we were in Angola, actually we did the first Afrobeats party there.
Yeah, in Angola was really fun because there
Rwanda?
Yeah, in Rwanda.
Yeah.
We went there with Nomi. It was Nomi, me, and Aziz Wallace. And so when we played, it was fun because people was like, okay, Afrobeat, because there's more kuduro and Afro house.
Yeah.
We didn't expect that because we know that in many African countries they always play their own genre. Like in Ghana, it was all about Afrobeat. They didn't even play no like Afro house, nothing. And back then, now can be different. And it was like in Angola, it was the same. So when we played Afrobeat, it's like, okay, they knew Davido, the Wizard, but that's all. But now when we went back, of course it's different. Now it's like Burna Boy and everything, you know, it's a little bit more open. But back then it was a little bit too, we were like the only ones, okay?
Yeah, maybe because we didn't really have, different African artists going there a lot. I don't know, I think we consume more. I hope people don't get me wrong, but from my experience, because I'm Angolan, when I was growing up, I didn't really see a lot of African countries going to Angola for shows. It's more Brazilians and Portuguese, this is all the stuff or the culture that we consume more. And I think Afrobeat is kind of new.
Yeah.
Afro house. Is there any difference between Afro house and Afrobeat?
Yeah. But it's also even Afro house. In Angola, we also have Afro house. Angolan Afro house, like.
Yeah, I mean,
Now
Afro is
there
much
is.
bigger. I mean,
It's
because
bigger,
Angola, of course, it comes from South Africa because there's so many
Yeah.
Angolans in South Africa.
Yeah.
So they basically bought the house back to
Yeah.
to Angola. So Afro house is really big in Angola. But when we had our first Afro Beats party actually in 2018 in Angola, they were really like, for many it was new. I mean, of course, they
Yeah.
knew like the classic, like P Square and stuff. But
didn't.
when it came to the newer stuff, they didn't really know about it. Also, when it came to music from Ghana or we played music from Kenya, like,
They were
oh,
like,
what kind of
okay.
music is that? Where's it from? We're, yeah, it's from Kenya actually. It's from Ghana.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it sounds so nice. It was weird to us
Yeah.
because we're actually in Africa.
Yeah.
We should be much closer. But then we really realized it's still very divided towards languages, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's getting a little bit better with the big Afrobeats hype and Amapiano hype. But back then it was really divided.
Yeah.
So but now it becomes really, really more Pan-African. And the last time we were in Angola, really positive surprise how much Afrobeats there was
Yeah,
played all
Amapiano
over.
and
Not
yeah.
only the Kuduro and
Yeah.
Brazilian music.
So
and
maybe
so
it's a
forth.
market you guys should think on investing more with your work,
Definitely.
like going
Yeah.
there often.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. And how is your agenda for this summer? We've got some information here about May. Of course, it's not only that what you guys have, but we want to know, like, for the next 6 months, what you have. This is for May, April, May, like 4 days, consecutive days. How can you guys do it? Like, you have 2 parties on the 27th of May.
Yeah.
How is it going
kind
to
of
work?
Yeah.
One it's at 1 o'clock, the other one at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Yeah,
guys
that-
going to divide the group to be
No,
one
no.
on one side? Or?
No, we never divide. We
That-
always want to
yeah.
bring people together. No, actually, that's a carnival of cultures, the Berlin Carnival of Cultures.
3 days.
And that's like in Berlin, like one of the biggest festivals. It started like already like I think like 20 years ago or even more. And it was to show the different cultures of Berlin. And we are part of it since like around 8 years. So we always show like the African side, you know, with our parties, and we have a truck there where we show like African music.
Okay.
And we have a really big program around this weekend. And so we start on the Friday with a big party, and then on the Saturday we have a pool party during the day.
From 12, we wrote it from 12
Yeah.
until 8.
Yeah.
And then from 8 o'clock until
6 in the morning.
6 in the morning in the other club.
Yeah, and then we have the circular freak night, which is really big, like 3 dance floors. And
But we're always together. We don't divide. We're always like the team.
Yeah.
One party's done, we move to the next. One party's done, we move to
But
the
how
next.
many are you? Just the 2 of you doing all of these? No, I mean,
No.
Carnival team is big.
No,
I think
it's
we are like 20 people or something. It's like
Or more.
And how many are you on the Freak de la Freak? I mean, how many people on the whole project? More or less.
around 20. I think we are like 12 artists, like DJs, MCs, dancers. But then there's a team behind, you know, for accounting,
yeah.
marketing, event managers, social media.
Wow.
So
Yeah, and we cannot do this alone.
I would be a lot, yeah. So club edition means disco clubbing.
Yeah,
or
the
you go
Figla
playing there?
club night is always when we go to certain clubs outside of Berlin, and then the Figla team is coming there and basically do a little takeover in the club, and this works really well. We also go sometimes to smaller cities, you know, because in Germany, also in the smaller cities, there's black people, but they don't have a lot of African music there,
True.
so they're really happy when we come.
Okay.
So they play like Hanover and stuff, you know.
And you do, you said you take over the whole event, or do you do interchange with the local artists?
Yeah, if we go to another city, we usually collaborate with locals. So we also involve local DJs and local black communities. So this is what we always do.
Dancers, for example.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have like a big network of artists all over Germany. So our team is not only from Berlin. So whenever we go somewhere, we always have local promoters, local DJs, you know, always connect with them.
Yeah. Sure.
And beside that, I forgot to say, because you mentioned you only like Mr. Wallace.
Yeah.
He's beside that, he's also a griot. Explain your griot side.
What's that?
Because we besides
I was going to ask you guys. Sorry to interrupt you. Your parallel activities to the project, because I know you are in fashion, and you own a shop.
it's mostly
retail
pop-up. Yeah.
or ready to wear, and then he also has something parallel to do. Wow, guys,
we are
you are a powerhouse. So much.
So because besides this Afrobeat, we also like into the Afro electronic music. It's also very big, and that's why I said you forgot to say that with griot.
Yeah, also I have another DJ name called Walter Griot, where I focus more on the Afro house, Afro tech music. So because when we started back in the days with Freak, we wanted to bring more Afro beats into the urban club scene, the hip hop clubs and R&B and all that. And this we managed quite successfully. So now in every hip hop club there's also Afro beats and stuff. But actually in Berlin, the biggest part of Berlin nightlife is actually house and techno music. That's what Berlin is known for. And that part is still very wide, even though house and techno is a black sound. And with my other project, Walter Griot, and also the crew that I'm with at Rise, we want to bring more black culture into the Berlin nightlife and the house and techno nightlife, and especially like Afro electronic sounds like Afro house and Afro tech, with artists like Black Coffee and Chimza. So this is my other passion, to really and also to involve more black people into the house and techno nightlife, because they're still very much, I don't know if I should go there, but actually the house techno is so nice, especially if you go to Angola and South Africa, you see how house music is so
big.
huge, and they all love it. So
Would you guys consider yourself like the starters of, how do I say it in English, in a good English? Would you guys consider yourselves like the first people who brought or who make Berliners love African genre music?
Yeah, I mean, there was, of course, always African parties. I mean, my father was a DJ here in Berlin
really?
already. And
so you took it from the
it's in the gym.
Yeah, but he didn't play African music.
He played some African music and stuff, and there was always community parties,
He is the German side or
No,
the
Senegalese.
Okay. Yeah.
But I think we were the first one to really make it commercial, and to also not only bring Africans but also Germans, Turks, everybody come together.
All nationalities,
and to really embrace.
Because there was
African
already
music.
parties, of course, but it was always like only like African people, only that. But
only
now,
the community.
Yeah, the community, or maybe like there was a party, I don't know the name, but only like older people.
Yeah.
It was like, when you go to an Africa party, oh my God, African party.
Yeah.
I think we can say we brought this good, like this vibe.
Yeah, this multi-culture, multicolor.
Everybody is
together.
Free, everybody's together, come together, it's no problem. African music is also good.
For everyone.
It's for everyone, not only for black. I think we
you could consider yourselves, I think so, yeah. Okay, so, and how do you cope? You've mentioned that you have parallel activities, right? And he's also has, other projects that you want to develop. But how do you cope? Would you have children? I know you guys have, I don't know. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I know you have children, so I want to know, how do you guys cope with work?
Yeah, I mean, it's about time management. Of course, there's different passions. Main passion, of course, are the kids. That's always the priority number one.
How old are your children?
I mean, mine are now 9 and 6.
Yeah.
And they also love African music. They're really getting into it. They love Freak.
Yeah.
And but of course, it's always a time juggling thing. Luckily, my parents also help out.
They are here, so
and then also my other passions. I mean, also have a fashion line, Griot clothing, which I develop more and more.
Okay.
And there's a Freak collection as well of shirts and jackets.
Wow.
So everywhere there's interest, and I just grab it and
wow. It's interesting, to know that you guys have kind of the same passions, the same.
Yeah, it's for me. Yeah. I know what you mean. For me, it's like only like fashion. Like private life for me is private. But like besides that, I have my fashion stuff also. I have my label Ukai.
Yeah.
Is my name.
Tell me about your name. It's Yukai Ndame, as I saw on
Exactly.
Instagram.
Ukai Ndame.
You've explained to me already, but I want the people to know as well, because I found...
No, Ukai Ndame is like, actually my original name is like, is it Katya?
Yeah.
But
Very nice.
no. As I said,
My one is heavier.
Yeah.
I'm Catalina and I hate this
You
name.
see?
It's so big, so
You
strong.
see?
Kat is soft. It's like,
yeah. But the problem is like when I said that this music and what we did with Fik La Frik taught me a lot about my own, like my culture and my everything. So for me, like Katya, I found out like, yeah, Katya is a Russian name. Of course, yeah. It's mostly Russian and most German is Katya.
It's Katya with K, yeah?
Yeah, with K-R-T, yeah. It's Katya, and for me, it's like, we're like, well, it's nice, but
You
it
didn't
would be-
feel
it-
relatable.
No, yes, it would be nice in an African name. So in Angola, years ago, I opened like I want to do like a business there, shop, and called Lady Like Me, and so the woman who helps me, they always call her Lady. So I changed. I asked my mom, "What's Lady Like Me?" It's called Inumbundu because I was born in Wambu. So Lady Like Me is Ukai Ndame. So I said now from there on, my name is Ukai. Ukai means lady in Umbundu.
Okay.
Ukai.
Because
Yes, Ukai. So
Okay.
that's why I said for now on, no Kadimo, my name is Ukai. That's why I changed.
yeah, but it doesn't have an N. It's
It
okay.
has now, yeah, normally Ukai because the people who say Ukai, they cannot say.
They-
So
It's easier for them to say, the N is on Dame.
yeah, the end, like, yeah, it's there.
Okay, I recognize because I'm also from the south of Angola and I know
okay, yeah.
Buddha a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
I know Ukai, yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So that's why I
woman,
put
yeah.
the Ukai, that's my name.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Okay, guys. So what's next? I mean, the next goals. What you guys want to achieve? I mean, with your project and
As for me, I wanna.
what do you want to conquer?
Yeah. In the moment, I'm producing also.
Wow.
Yeah, but more in electronic scene. And yeah, next week we are going to South Africa, Africa Burn, the festival.
Okay. Yeah, it's here. Mhm.
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, I want to
Okay.
have a little bit like my label to be bigger, of course, with more like black models or everybody, but especially that's my.
Yeah, because it's important to empower. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to be,
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
About it.
I'm very honest.
Yeah.
About that. So
We know we don't have much opportunities, as
that's why
other races would have. So
exactly.
we always need to fight more
Yeah.
and to do it better
Yeah.
and to be stronger and all the time, to make us known. So we
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
work harder.
Yeah.
But if you want to include more of black women, it's okay.
Of course.
Yeah,
For me, that's just important because
you're doing your part.
I do my part because I know, like, as a black woman, to do a fashion label is also not, of course, many doors can be closed for you, but I have to open myself.
Yeah.
If a door is closed, you open.
Yeah,
So that's why I'm doing this fashion, this music. It's like
exactly.
I open the door for myself.
Yeah. And for Fik La Fik, we definitely want to make more collaborations with international partners. So we'll expand to more African countries and also play a lot of festivals, which we're going to do this summer a lot. Also, of course, we have our own events and there's an album coming out as well. So music production is also a big part of us.
Okay.
So yeah, it's always more.
What about
more.
singing? Do you guys can sing?
No, I mean actually, Okai has a really good Afro house song, which also is really popular
Yeah,
when we
but-
play it.
I know that one, yeah. Especially.
Yeah.
Quem vem? Quem fica? I know that intro you use it at one of your parties, yeah. That's cool, it's nice.
Yeah, but we're not much of a singer. In our album, you see that we normally collaborate with people we see in the community who can sing, and they're always like Fik La Fik future someone.
Yeah.
We always bring someone in.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
very
so we can
inclusive
integrate
project.
people.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Not only us.
Very nice. And since you are doing a lot of, you're doing a lot of, how can I say, a lot to represent our culture here.
Yes.
Do you guys aim to one day in the future, I don't know if it's a near or distant future, to be like ambassadors of culture of each of your country, even if it's not in a political side, but to be the representatives, you know, of your own country here and yourself as well. Do you aim this or?
I mean,
you don't need.
I mean, in my
status.
case, I mean, I'm half Senegalese. I mean, I don't speak the local language, so I wouldn't really say that I could represent Senegal. I mean, I could definitely represent an Afro-German with Senegalese roots.
Yeah.
I mean, what we definitely represent is a new generation of Germans, of Afro-Germans. And especially when we are abroad. And this is also why the German institution, the Goethe Institute, they always invite us to play somewhere abroad, because we show a different side of Germany, a new multicultural side. And this is what we definitely represent, the new young generation of Afro-Germans who really know about playing African music.
Yeah.
So on this part, we definitely represent.
Yeah, I mean, you're already doing the work.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have the title or the status. Okay.
What comes.
Yeah, comes. Any curiosity from you guys that we need to know that we don't know about?
Anything you need to know? No, I mean, there's always so many things. But there's just watch out what's coming. They're still working on really new projects. There's a lot is coming. There's also a lot of technology projects with VR. There's concerts. So just stay tuned. We were always surprised. We are never lazy.
Yeah.
We will never be like, we do the biggest party, all good. No. We have to go 2 steps ahead to surprise the people with more things. So.
Okay. Yeah.
And have you been to the American market, like South and North America? You've been there?
We were invited, but we never got the year when we invited.
We had a tour actually to go to play America and Asia, but then Corona came. But I think America will come. There's a few requests, but at the moment, for the summer, we focus on Europe, because we only have these 3 months of sun over here and warm weather, so we need to use that and to do all our outdoor parties and festivals. But then I think there's a request from India where we'll probably go, and actually New York was also on the table. So
Okay, cool. And how was it on Corona times? Because you work with the public, with party, and that time it wasn't allowed to do it. Did you feel like to give up your project?
Never.
Because it was too long. We had like 2 years of critical phase of Corona.
No, there was.
How did you do? What did you do? I mean,
we did a lot. There, when a jam came to life.
Okay.
When a jam came to life, we really, days was our time really to work. We had many projects now.
I
mean, many founding.
I mean, that's the first thing. Of course, there was like, okay, you can't do parties, okay, but then we already had our plan B, C, D, F, you know.
Okay.
So the first thing we did was create. We had many streams, of course. That's what everybody did. But then we also thought about, okay, what could we do next? So we developed our stage show, Reina Jane, just a 90-minute show where we go with dancers and DJs through the African music scene and dancers. And this one worked really well. And then we started our YouTube project, and we started to produce our album. So whenever,
we had a lot to work.
When one door closes, there's always another door.
Exactly.
Okay, wow.
Never give up.
Actually, for Corona, for us was good. We had work to do.
Okay, I think guys, we are done. So I'm sorry.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, one second. I think someone from the team.
Okay.
I need to check. Sorry, it will take a little bit of time.
No problem.
Okay. Okay, our resident DJ is asking, who is your best DJ? You know, the DJ working with you guys on your team. And he is offering himself to also help on something or to collaborate with you somehow. So I don't know if that is possible or not. He's just right there. He's ashamed to ask himself.
No, best DJ we don't have. We cannot say because I
Yeah.
think among us we are all good in what we do.
Exactly.
I cannot say this one is better. We will all have our own technical, so I cannot say we're all good. Then that's why we're together. That's why we're a team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot say that.
And everyone plays different kind of
Yes,
music.
exactly.
Yeah, everybody has a little bit of a different focus.
Yeah.
Like me and
Yeah.
Tokai, we love the Afro electronic sounds.
Yeah.
Nomi, she's really versatile. She can also play like
Yeah.
hip hop and R&B really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Afroboy.
Chiano's also really good.
Good and Efidumbolo.
Yeah, different sides. So yeah, that's a good thing about our team, that everybody
Yeah.
has their strengths. And yeah, in regard to collaborations, always happy to collaborate. We always, I mean, honestly, I think there isn't one African DJ in Berlin we haven't booked yet.
Yes.
I mean, of course, we push ourselves, but we also like to open doors for other
Right.
DJs.
Exactly.
Or singers or
Newcomers,
poets, you
yeah.
know. So if we have a big stage, we always share it with other people from
Yes.
the community, because that's quite important, I think, to not just keep everything for yourself, but to really share. The light with others.
I mean, Freak de l'Afrique is composed by a collective of DJs.
Exactly.
And these DJs groups, they're also females. I've actually seen you perform, you and Nomi. Nomi or
Yes.
Naomi?
Yeah, Nomi.
Nomi.
Nomi. Yeah.
I was like very impressed.
Thank
And I
you.
want to know, how do you guys get into DJing, you ladies? Because this is not a common thing.
Yes.
At least, I mean,
Yeah.
in Africa, I don't know, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's a common thing. I don't
Yeah,
forgive my ignorance,
Yeah.
but
No. For example, for us, it was actually in our team who started was Nomi. Like she was the first DJ in the Freak de l'Afrique team. I started 2018 because our team got bigger, and as I said before, I like the Afro house and I like the kuduro style. So I said, okay, I will start like bringing this to Freak de l'Afrique. That's why, as you see, every time when I played only like kuduro, Afro house, on this.
but how did you learn yourself?
I learned by doing, and I saw
By
my
seeing?
peers. Yes, I saw and YouTube, and I saw how they played. Somehow I learned.
You just learned. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't.
Maybe because my whole team was there for me.
Uh-huh.
Also, that's why I learned. But mostly, like, if I had a question, you go to YouTube. YouTube is your best friend.
Yeah.
Really, YouTube is your best friend. Other questions you have, let's go to YouTube.
YouTube
Find
is
it.
just cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
yeah.
cool.
Okay. And do you play a different kind of music, or you play everything? Afrobeat or Afro
No,
house or
I play
kuduro?
this too, but my main thing is more electronic, like house music. When I play at Freak de l'Afrique, only kuduro and some piano maybe, and and like South African song like Kwaito Gom.
The best
yeah,
to me.
yeah. That's how I play.
Like, okay.
But
The style you
the
grew
style,
up with.
exactly. This is the style I always bring to Freak de l'Afrique. When it comes to Afrobeat and everything, that's Nomi and Wallace, they take over.
Okay.
I'm mostly in this electronic, like in the south. I'm from the south.
So right now they're just two ladies DJing in the group.
Yeah, in the moment, yeah.
Just you and.
Yeah, but
Okay.
with two ladies, but we always invite guest DJs. This is for us very important to have guest DJs, like female DJs, to play. Like, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no, great. Just wanted to know that. Thank you.
pleasure.
Okay. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe our channel. That's the name of our podcast, Freepodcast. And the essence of the program is to bring everyone from every sectors, of work and arts and anything you could possibly think about. You are welcome here, okay? So please subscribe our channel. We really need your support. Thank you.